Going by Noah. A little bit of contact on with the right front fender. Car turned sideways and just flipped in the air. That is, quite honestly, that's just not acceptable. There's no way that a car, when it turns like that, should get up in the air that easily. There has been millions of dollars and hours of time spent to prevent that from happening. That's going to catch everybody by surprise.
And you see right there a slide that gives you a great view of the whole underbody we talk about, the underwing, everything that people talk about for damage. And then here it catches the grass and a couple pretty violent tumbles. I mean, you said it, Rick, 3,000 pounds. It looks like a Matchbox car. Just
Fox. Kyle Busch.
Whoa! That was big. Got loose off the corner. Had to get completely out of the gate. Oh, he's got right rear fire. Right rear down. Huge wreck. So Austin Noah Chastain hit him. Turns Chase Elliott around in the wall.
And totals Chase Elliott's car.
Well, you saw it. He had a big time wiggle. Car's lucky to not get upside down. Just fast.
Second.
Elliott Sadler, big run right there. You saw what he did.
Oh, around goes the 60. Austin Cindric wrecking in front of the crowd. Daniel Hemrick's caught up. Tyler Reddick, Cindric, barrel rolls.
When you're done, Cowboy.
Lands back on his wheels.
That Matt Tiff's going to try to drive in there to get to his inside, and they just got together. 60 of Austin Cindric just wasn't on the very bottom of the racetrack. Opened up a little bit of hole that Matt Tiff you thought was there, and then you see right here the contact with Reddick. Started Cindric's flipping. That's very unusual to see a car flip that.
To the bottom of the track. Junior will win Daytona. And the big one happens behind them.
Oh my God.
Rex starts in front. He runs in the back of the 24. Gets up on the 11. Now he's on top of the 50.5. Now it's just along for the ride. Watch the car stop. Watch the car stop. It gets into those poles, and it goes from, I don't know what, 180, 190 miles an hour, I'm just guessing, to a complete stop. That is unbelievable.
And it looks like that's 3,500 pounds. That stock car is extremely heavy. You see here after he's upside down, the 2 is spinning. Obviously, he's already lost control, makes more contact with the 3.
And he's going to give it right to Noah Gragson into the wall. He'll go.
Oh, man.
Big hit for Gragson.
Lock it down,
and the caution comes out again.
Straight away. Allmendinger with a big run. Noah with a block. Allmendinger being pushed by Jeremy Clemens, and wow. All 4 tires off the ground with that impact. That's a huge hit.
Alex Bowman, Ryan Preece. Logano on the outside.
Oh,
and Byron's around. He crashes. Caution is out.
Heavy impact to the inside wall by the 42 of Larson.
And the first Chevrolet to go to victory lane this year. What a hard tumble for Kyle Larson.
And that was after a really hard hit with that front nose to the inside wall.
It just won't stop.
Up the racetrack, makes contact with the 24 Byron. And that sends Jeffrey Earnhardt and Kyle Larson. Look at the air get under the right rear of the 42.
Wow.
Heavy contact with that right front. Left front.
That safer barrier was there. Thank goodness for that. But watch this thing. Once it starts flipping, it's like a feather. It just won't stop.
Penny on 96 races ago on the road course.
And who
half a second. And the 99 has turned over Brad Keselowski.
And we have a caution.
My goodness.
I don't know if I'm okay.
Keselowski was on track for a 6th place finish.
Boy, that's,
we're told they're
clean here, clean here. Just slight contact. Look at that thing go.
That looks so much like Edwards' turnover at Talladega off the.
Logano jumps the curbs and ends up getting contact with Haley. Pushes Haley out in the grass, and now Haley's just along for the ride. Watch as he hits these tire barriers. Those things are great when you hit them head on, but when you hit them sideways, it just pulls them apart from each other.
We saw on the initial lap, Chase Elliott opting to not do
his own race car. So what did he do? He implemented a specialized team completely dedicated to restrictor plate racing. Less than a dozen people. Oh, and we've got trouble on the track, and it's Kyle Busch upside down.
Big time crash. Kyle Busch goes upside down and rolls down across on his roof here on lap 26. Cars comes back over, and now side over side barrel rolls and comes to rest on its wheels. Side of your screen in the 5 car.
He moved to the outside to go around Casey Mears. It looked like Tony was going to go out there to help him, and it could have possibly been a little bit of contact. Yeah, it doesn't always have to be, because you can get yourself out there and all of a sudden the air's changing, and just a horrific wreck. But once again, Kyle Busch gets out and walks away. We sure did a lot.
But as soon as he could get some clean air on that car, he said, I think we're going to have a fast race car. His spotter, Eddie DeHaan, just told him it's time to be greedy.
Oh, there he goes. There we go. Here we go.
Oh, upside,
side
on
down.
the side. Literally on my roof just like that, sparks flying, and I was just hoping at the last second it was going to roll back over so I could get out. But AJ's didn't do that. He was stuck upside down. Not a comforting feeling. That oil tank is right behind you. It's very possible for oil to start leaking out. You want to get out of there as fast as you can.
Looks like the
get the outside of Jimmy Johnson here. Oh,
McMurray 3 wide.
Wow, he's sideways. Oh,
no.
Big crash. Back straight away.
Crashed.
That'll be it.
Big wreck going into 3. I mean, look at him. They're wrecking everywhere.
I think they made it to the overtime line. He gets loose, then a little bit of contact between he and his teammate Ryan Newman.
Hard contact, 77 and a 13 there.
And then it's on.
Yep.
Crash on the track.
Just talking about Danny Airborne, AJ Allmendinger, Jeff Gordon, David Ruderman, Matt Kenseth all involved.
Inside right there. That thing just turns right.
Yeah.
It's like
that
something
was strange.
That was really strange.
Wow. Kenseth did a great job not running into the door of the 11, but then the 51, you know, just nowhere
to do there, but Gibbs is going to get some help. His teammate, Christopher Bell, the 20 car on the outside, Rick.
Yeah, the back end. Oh, into the wall hard goes Ryan Blaney off the nose of Ty Gibbs, and the big one happens behind him.
And it brought so many people.
It's hard to tell right there that there's like a little bit of a kind of a move where the car looks like it's getting uncomfortable and out of control. Massive.
Huge hit.
Massive
Ryan
hit.
Blaney.
You saw that wall. That wall deflected, did a great job. But look at all the damage. That is a massive impact
between them.
These wrecks always seem to start in the front. And
0.6 miles to go. Oh, trouble, the big one. On the dinger, on his lid. Side over side, end over end.
Kevin Harvick's going to win this race.
Actually ended this race.
Hey, Jimmy Johnson got out of shape first there. It saves it. And right behind him, everybody starts getting together. Looks like Tony Stewart forces Allmendinger upside down.
Boy, and that, thank goodness the safer barriers on that inside wall.
Yeah, and we've seen in past that when something happens behind.
Oh, Suarez! Briscoe got him into the back of Suarez, and he gets pounded.
Dang it.
Oh, Busch is upside down.
I think he hooked a drain.
Pushed
Oh, into the wall he goes. And they'll collect more cars behind. The 14 stays on the ground.
Brake, hold the brake, hold the brake.
You can see it happening as he was coming around.
Bubba Wallace with contact.
Time to go, time to go.
The white flag is out.
They're going to
Sauter
crash.
with a big run. They're crashing. Christopher Bell upside down.
Just get out of control. Probably about the fastest part of this speedway field, right out of the tri-oval.
It just starts tumbling.
That young man, with his dirt racing background, I'm sure he's had many barrel rolls in his career, but none like that.
And Michael, I know you've been upside down. I've been upside down like that. The flipping's not that bad, but it's the...
Who's going to try to make it 3 wide?
Oh, Berry's gone, and he goes up and over. Huge hit for Josh Berry.
Eric Jones. Fun. Contact. The 2 is getting pushed, and as soon as that car was pushing him, got turned around and went. This is what scared me, because Josh is hanging on his belts. He's not in his seat. He's hanging on his belt and has that frontal impact.
Everything that went right for the 34 to set his car back on the wheels didn't go right for Josh Berry, and I'm with you, Jeff. The flip is the first concern, but then the hit into the wall when gravity is pulling you out of the seat.
Nothing of it. Whoa, got trouble getting into 3, guys. Joey Logano. Big crash. Oh, he's upside down.
Over and over, Logano goes between 3 and 4.
No.
Our car will come back to...
Really just kind of a stack-up effect. Like one of them got on the brakes and it's kind of forced. Yeah, look at Tony Stewart just missing this crash. Man, here's where it really gets exciting. Man.
We talked about that there's nowhere to go as you come off of these corners, and when something like this happens, you make a commitment, and you've got one opportunity really to miss this wreck. Tony Stewart did a great job.
Second lane, making it work.
And the 42 slides, tags the 43. Bubba Wallace back into traffic, and the outside wall caution comes out.
Right up in front of Denny Hamlin, now out of control. Bubba Wallace, nowhere to go. Now only thing he can do is lock it down and hope. He did get into Eric Almirola there.
He did. I didn't see that the first time through. And Jeff, I know
that wall, but he made the pass. Oh, trouble!
Hard, and the wall goes into
Byron noses in heavy.
Oh, Byron went in hard.
Oh. Matt Kent's has piled into Byron right to the 14 car right at the end there. 24 sitting down here on fire. 37 gets into the.
Oh. Man, it just.
Oh my gosh, the car almost went over.
Just hooked. Nosed in.
How many times have we seen a car land on top of a
Vegas? Ford has won here at Talladega just once. It was the first race run here back in 2006. Mark Martin took it to victory lane. Oh, contact, and around goes Todd Gilliland.
Hold your brake there. You okay, Todd?
And a big hit for the 4. Was running second.
There's the bump. Trying to get to the inside.
Yeah, and a lot of times what happens right there, you saw him get the 98 truck up, and as he came up and hit him
into the tunnel. The hard contact, man. It moved the fuel cell and everything so far to the back of that car.
Denny Hamlin, and
Zane
around
Smith.
goes Zane Smith. And we're going to be under caution. Oh, Josh Berry in the wall for the Wood brothers.
you see the right rear broke on that 38 car.
Lock it down.
Yeah, that inside line is going to stack up, and Denny Hamlin is just at the end of that stack up and checks up and gets hit from behind.
Yep.
From the 38.
Almost had it saved.
And you saw Zane Smith hit the door of the 2 car right there and spin out. That happens a lot. You hit that right front end of the door, and all of a sudden the car will.
It's better than if second was broken free, so he can control.
And there goes Justin Allgaier out of line and hard into the wall. Final lap, stage 1. Caution is out for Justin.
it's easy to get turned around.
Yeah, man, your car gets very light there, and I understand, you know, especially when you have somebody on your left rear. But there wasn't going to be 100% of a hole right there. I feel like if he was making the move, he was going to be almost on the yellow line. So it's a little bit tricky and a hard hit, man. You can see how the wall had a bad angle right there, and the impact was very, very hard.
In fourth position right now, but not very heavy as we got a caution on the racetrack.
Wow. Boy, so reminiscent of his teammate
exactly
Eric Almirola. Cole Custer heavy into that back straightaway wall.
Lap 99, fourth caution of the day. Hard. Top of the screen, the white and orange car.
Alfredo's already loose. And how it comes down, he's going to collect Cole Custer, just an innocent bystander. Tries to lock up the brakes here. Wow. Look at that safer barrier. Take
That's
that
a
impact
shot right there.
Man, that time that car went up on two wheels.
And it landed in his lap. I mean,
this was off from, I believe, turn 12, the 42 with a big shot to the side of the car. On the bottom right, though, you see the 48.
The 24, and around goes the 77 of Jones, almost up over the wall as they hit hard.
That Kenseth?
The 20 of Kenseth involved, as is the 1 of McMurray.
Turn 2, and Eric Jones' car gets loose, puts a little bit too much wheel back to the right, and basically head on into the wall, and then major impact behind, got him up in the air.
I think that was Daniel Suarez, perhaps, that made the first impact. It looked like the 19 car, that orange and white car.
Look at the first 3-4 laps of a car firing off. That means so much. Here they are wrecking on the front straightaway.
11th caution, Alex LeBay spinning in the 36. Heavy damage for he and others. On the air on the car right there, and he just, if you're right on the edge, it just pushes it over. That's a huge hit.
Oh.
Yeah, J.J. Yaley, who NASCAR has done. Look at this hit. You can see the wall give. And you look at the safer barriers.
Tires, yeah.
Those safer barriers, as a guy who's been here long enough to.
Oh, look out! Elliott's gone. Keselowski, Reddick, 2 playoff drivers in this wreck. And the car goes over. Taylor Reddick has flipped.
Yep, I'm good.
My goodness, what was the catalyst? How did that... So Reddick is up high. We'll look at the 45, the Jumpman car. There's contact. Contact maybe with Truex and Elliott. That was the spark. It is. Truex and Elliott side by side. I don't know if it's contact or just arrow.
Able to learn about anything.
Wendy, we've got a problem. The 99 of Ricky Stenhouse almost up in the air. Almost over is the 99 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. This could be the end of the run for the championship.
Boy, the right rear tire is gone on that car. We didn't see exactly.
That will end your day early.
There he is right there, right behind. The right rear tire went down. Justin Lofton had nowhere to go. Look how high that.
Their hits to keep themselves out of trouble. That was a really late block from Chase Elliott. I think fortunate to get away with that.
How about Alex Bowman in the 88? He gets a shove. He's going to go sideways right in front of the pack. The 48 caught up, and the 9 is caught up. The caution has come out. He got a big shove right into the front of the pack. The 42 of Kyle Larson, he is there. The 11 is caught. In the 88, he goes down low, and then he's along for the ride.
And what a horrible feeling. You know, when you're Blaney, you're Chase Elliott, you see him coming right at the racetrack, and see Chase at the 48 of Jimmy Johnson just couldn't get slowed down, nor could Kurt Busch, and they just all pile into each other. Kyle Larson, fortunate to get that win last week.
And so more issues. This time it's Cody Ware in the 51. Look out on pit road. And that is a very difficult situation.
Like he's spinning out right here in this shot, and then, you know, don't know why he was sideways, having a mechanical issue, tire down, don't know, and then got turned to the right and head on into the wall.
Now scoring is saying that Eric Jones is the leader.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. 8 car on his side.
Martin Truex Jr.
Wow.
Talk to me when you get here. We're coming down pit road, guys.
No, you're not.
Yeah, he just got squeezed in there, and I mean, did it turn that car on its side? Through the fence, or up along the fence.
know how that thing didn't run all over.
Themselves. A big push coming now for Harvick.
Oh,
and around goes a couple cars. Priest upside down. He's barrel rolling through the grass. Ryan Priest upside down in the infield. Caution has come out. He's on his wheels.
On the back straightaway, he makes a move or gets help from behind, and the car goes into the infield air. It just lifts right up off the ground.
That is so scary.
Remember, these cars are traveling at over 190 miles an hour.
We've seen barrel rolls, but when it climbs into the air, I mean, even right there, multiple flips.
10.
Every
10
time
flips.
it leaves the ground.
All the dirt and everything that gets inside that car. It's just wild how fast that car was sideways and in position to get airborne.
Terrifying. You know, make your way through this field.
29 to go now as the green flag flies once again. Haley, not a great restart here as Ryan C gets off to a good start, and now they're 4 wide going into 1.
That's it.
Oh, and around goes a 7, hard into the outside wall.
Buddy, hang on.
The
Hang
7
on.
on the apron, the 21 of Anthony Alfredo was into the wall hard. He's upside down, sliding through 1 and 2.
Like where the whole thing starts.
And normally you think you're going to get down here and you're going to slide up into the racetrack, but he just never had a chance to. Allgaier just kind of, I think, needed to give that spot up and get out of the throttle, but knowing there's a race win, if you can make it work, maybe ahead of you, just chose to stay in the gas.
And look at this car. It gets up on its side. It's sliding. You know, these cars have roof flaps that design them to stay on the ground when you see a high-speed rollover at, say, a restrictor plate track. But here, that wasn't really an aerodynamic thing. The cars aren't going at top speed on this restart. That's just the force of this car hitting that out.
Ooh, not clear.
Yeah, and you see.
I think he was trying to get down and fill that gap there, Kevin. Just not clear.
Who was the second one? Clint,
The
right
7,
there.
I believe.
The 7
Justin
car.
Haley.
Yeah. And Haley knew that.
Yeah, he lifted, tried to stay out of it. He was way too up the side.
And it looked like
that's a big hit, Kevin.
Did a little turkey walk right up the track. Whether the team could switch points. Whoa, guys, whoa. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. I have never seen anything like that in my life. He hit that wall a ton. Oh, my gosh. Michael's moving around in the car.
So he lost almost 10 spots. Oh, trouble. John Hunter Nemechek spins off turn 2. We've got one car, I believe, over, or either that or just the parts are flying. A multi-car incident. I believe everybody's up, right? John Hunter.
Incident is Mason Maggio. He got a big piece of that. Left front corner of his Ford Mustang torn up. But a big crash, David, all developed exiting.
Out and Cody Ware were involved in that pit road incident last week at Daytona.
Yep.
And Priest makes the cut.
Yikes. I think he had his eyes on the 12 of Blaney trying to clear him and just did not realize that BJ.
Whoa, something broke. Something broke in the car. Oh my God. Something broke in the car. Man, we got to get him. We got to talk.
Save some tire when you can.
Oh. And back up into the wall, the 97. And so Shane Van Gisbergen learning that's a backup
so far in the season.
First DNF because of an accident. It just gets around on him.
Then when he went to catch it, he caught the 29 as well. So Blaine Perkins.
And the first flick
I still in control, but suddenly it escaped out of my hand and it just went completely 180. And as soon as I hit the wall, which I thought was going to be a really huge impact, it wasn't. When all of a sudden backwards,
Into the carousel, you see Daniel Suarez here in practice, loses the back of his race car, gets up into the tire barriers, but he'll get out. He was just